I'd like to ask Bradley Ralph to present the Breeders' Awards. Please welcome Bradley to the stage. So behind every champion is another story. A story that begins long before the starting stalls open. It begins in the breeding barns, in the bloodlines, in the decisions made by breeders, and in the extraordinary vision required to produce a horse capable of becoming a champion. Tonight, we honor three outstanding forces behind the success: the champion breeder, the champion stallion, and the champion broodmare. Nominations from the Thoroughbred Breeders Association for champion broodmare are Massachusetts, Palace of Dreams, Real Princess. We begin our first award with a mare whose influence is already being felt across generations. A mare who just produced a champion tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our champion broodmare.
Coming to the last 200, it's no drama but Palace of Auvergne. Ocean Mistress running on the inside, Royal Tiara, but it is Palace of Auvergne. And Palace of Auvergne has won it. Alice B. Tockler second, Tudor Rose third.
In front is Radio Stars, picked up the lead. Yippee-ki-yay, Trust and Grand Empire with one on Vegas. Here comes Grand Empire and Trust. Grand Empire, Trust is finishing strongly. It's Grand Empire and Trust. It's very close. Grand Empire, Trust. Trust maybe, or Grand Empire. It's very close.
Palace of Dreams. I'd like to call up Jan Mantell of Millstream to collect the trophy, please. Welcome, Jan. Nice to have you here on behalf of Al Adiyat, Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Maktoum. This is Jan Mantell, if you haven't met him before, everybody. Who hasn't met Jan Mantell? Thank you, Jan. Champion stallion is determined by the NHRA stats. Few stallions have made an impact on South African breeding quite like this one. A champion on the racetrack himself, as he's become an even greater force in producing champions. In 2025-2026 season, his progeny amassed more than 43 million in stakes, producing 137 winners and 21 stake-winning horses. And this wasn't a one-season wonder. He's South Africa's leading sire the season before and the season before that, making this his third consecutive year. A stallion who produces winners. A stallion who produces stakes winners. A stallion who produces champions. The 2026 EQUUS Award for Champion Stallion goes to the almighty Vercingetorix.
It's Quick Step Gull in front in the World Sports, winning Cape Phillies Guineas. A fairy tale story for Tini Prinsloo.
Grand Empire Trust is finishing strongly. It's Grand Empire and Trust. It's very close. Grand Empire Trust.
Call Me Getrix takes a neck advantage with 100 metres to go over Minogue, who continues to fight on, but Call Me Getrix has now claimed the advantage and pulls clear. Call Me Getrix will win it.
Well done to all concerned here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Particular reference, of course, to Main Chance Farms. Ross Fuller is here with us tonight to come and collect the trophy. What a proud moment for breeders tonight. This champion stallion, a formidable force on the track. Well done, Ross. Champion Breeder. This year's Champion Breeder Award recognizes a great breeding operation. Two operations where contribution to South African thoroughbred racing is immense. There were many to mention, but let's remember Haute Couture, Holding Thumbs, and Mocha Blend, who made many wonderful memories and achievements this season. And whilst we're on the topic of great achievements, how wonderful is it to see the Wilgeborstdrift and Maritsfontein bred Gimme Another win the Beverly D Stakes over in the United States, and as a result has earned her place in the Maker's Mark Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 EQUUS Award for Champion Breeder goes to Wilgeborstdrift and Maritsfontein.
Mocha Blends in, Full Cry on the outside, Mocha Blend and Kiss Houghton, but I'm with Mocha Blend on the outside. Mocha Blend comes good.
Once again for such a scintillating day, and to my sponsors, Maritsfontein and Wilgeborstdrift. Thank you guys.
Murgasa, what a trophy. What a moment for these guys as a family as well, winning their first Group 1. Fantastic moment, guys. Enjoy it. Brilliant. And that is Jason and Prasal and Murgasa. And then the winning breeder, Wilgeborstdrift and Maritsfontein.
Thanks to Wilgeborstdrift for breeding such an amazing horse.
Yeah, Johnny, he really stood out. And from a great farm like Wilgeborstdrift, you know, you can put your head down with confidence, and the proof's in the pudding.
Congratulations again to Wilgeborstdrift and Maritsfontein on another outstanding season. The whole team, well, a lot of the team members are here tonight to join in and celebrate this wonderful moment. Thank you all that have come this evening to collect this superb trophy. A very proud moment for Mary, Jess, and the team. Congratulations to you. What a pleasure. Thank you so much to Brad Ralph. I'd like to invite Natalie Turner to please come and join me on the stage now for our Human and Media Award. So we've celebrated the horses. Now we turn our attention to the people whose dedication, passion, and talent make those equine achievements possible. Because racing is never just about the horse. It's about the people who devote their lives to the horse. And tonight we recognize some of those remarkable individuals. And starting in the print and editorial, our sport is brought to life not only on the racetrack, but through the words, images, and stories that capture those moments and preserve them for generations. Tonight we recognize excellence in racing journalism, photography and video. Our first media award is for print and editorial. And this year's winning entry is one that goes beyond simply reporting racing. It tells a story that captures a personality. And importantly, it reminds us of something that perhaps matters more than any race result, the importance of giving your word and keeping it. And the winning entry is entitled Ormond Ferraris, a portrait assembled from moments. It was an article that not only impressed the judge, but touched the hearts of many thousands of racing fans who read it. It reminded everyone what it means to deliver on your word, something that Mr. Ferraris never failed to do. The judge, Tarquin Norval, also gave high praise and special mentions to Michelle Wing for What We Don't See, The Challenging Life of Professional Jockeys, originally published in The Witness on 29 June, and to Ravi Naidu for the Kimberley Recorder, a Kimberley 12-page printed broadsheet newspaper created around the first season of this South African stallion. And the EQUUS Awards for print editorial goes to a racing journalist since 1988. 5 books published, Vodacom Journalist of the Year of 2008, Lormeron King's Plate Writer Award of 2024, EQUUS Media Award Print Electronic back in 2024, and he wins it again tonight. A hearty congratulations to Charles Pretorius. There are moments in racing that happen in the blink of an eye. The winning post, the celebration, the emotion, the tension, and occasionally a photograph comes along that tells the entire story without a single word. This year's winning photograph captured one of those extraordinary moments. Michelle won on the elusive Grade 1 victory in the Daily News 2000, again aboard Star Major. And as she crossed the line, the emotion was overwhelming. She broke into tears of joy, and it was one of those moments that deserved to be captured, and it was. The winning entry is entitled A Moment to Remember. Judge Charles Fall also gave a special mention to Chase Liebenberg's Pride and Brother-in-Arms, as well as Julia Marnovich's entry featuring Eric Dubois powering home to give Louis Goosen his long-awaited first Group 1 victory. The EQUUS Award for Still Photography goes to Chase Liebenberg. Well done, Chase. There's the trophy to Chase Liebenberg. And now to broadcast and videography, because television and digital broadcasting allow us to take the viewer right into the heart of racing. This year's winning entry takes us away from the racetrack and into one of the places where the future of racing begins, the stud farm. The winning entry is a 24-minute program entitled A Day in the Life, Paardeberg Stud Farm. In the program, Vicky Mino and her crew visited Paardeberg Stud and interviewed Sally Bruss and Caitlin Jordan. And the overall assessment, according to Judge Mike Demain, this was a very well-produced and entertaining program. He also gave special mentions to Chad Carston's other entry, Built in the Gym, Unbreakable on the Track, Aussie Noach, that received high praise. So too did he give Owen Greef's entry, Road to the Racecoast Premier Yearling Sale 2026. And a special mention too was given to entries submitted by Dylan Govender. The EQUUS Award for Broadcast Videography goes to Chad Carstens. Master stroke, Chad, well done. Congratulations to all of our Media Award winners and nominees. You don't just report racing, you don't just photograph racing, you don't just broadcast racing, you help preserve its history. Thank you to Natalie Turner. And now we call Mike de Kock to the stage for the next special award. Yep, the Don, Mike de Kock, comes up onto the stage. We're now, ladies and gentlemen, moving into two awards that are very different from the categories we've presented so far. These aren't simply about a particular race, a particular moment or season or set of stats. They're about contribution, they're about definition, about longevity, and about people who have left an indelible mark on South African racing. These are moments in an evening like this where we should perhaps take a breath, because careers like these deserve more than just a name on a screen. Our first Special Achievement Award goes to a man whose name has been part of the fabric of the South African racing for decades. Please allow me to tell you more about Raymond Rhodes. There are some names that deserve to be remembered, not simply for the races they have won, but for the champions they've helped make unforgettable. Raymond Rhodes was one of those names. Over a remarkable career spanning more than 34 years, Raymond rode approximately 1,500 winners and partnered some of the greatest horses of South African racing. And perhaps no association is more memorable than that of Raymond Rhodes in Hawaii. Hawaii was a horse who captured the imagination of the nation, a true champion, and the most celebrated thoroughbred of South Africa's golden era. And Raymond Rhodes was the masterful rider who partnered him in many of those memorable victories. But Raymond's achievements extend far beyond one great horse. He rode champions including Numeral, In Full Flight, Pretty Border, Distinctly, Bold Persian, Permont, Quarrytown, Prince Florimond. Those who watched him will remember more than the names and the statistics. They remember his extraordinary balance, his elegant and economical style, his limited use of the whip, and above all, his remarkable composure. He was never intimidated by his opposition. Even in the tightest finishes, Raymond remained calm, balanced, and beautifully in control. He was, in the truest sense of the phrase, a jockey's jockey. For generations of racing fans and aspiring riders, Raymond Rhodes was an idol and an inspiration. It is with enormous pride and admiration that we present the Special Achievement Award to Raymond Rhodes, a master of his craft, a partner to champions, a true legend of South African horse racing.
full flight, justifying his name, showing a clean pair of heels to Pedler, Kingsguard and Force 10, whose jockeys were patiently waiting for in full flight to blow a gasket or run out of puff.
Had him well placed, and being the horse he was, at the right time he moved, and he won the race, came away.
If in full flight is deficient in stamina, someone should have told the horse. But thinking it was only a mile, he cruised home a winner, completely ignoring the efforts of Kingsguard and Pedler to defeat him.
Now we call up Steve Marshall to the stage for the next Special Achievement Award. And our second Special Achievement Award goes to a man whose career has been built on horsemanship, perseverance, knowledge, and an ability to develop horses and compete at the highest level. There are careers that are successful, and then there are careers that become part of the fabric of the South African horse racing. And for 45 years, this recipient has been one of those people. His first Grade 1 winner came 40 years ago. And 4 decades later, he is still producing horses capable of winning at the highest level. In between, there have been an extraordinary 32 Group 1 victories. 6 of those have come in the Cape Guineas, a race that has become synonymous with his name. And perhaps even more remarkable is that this record has been achieved with strings that have consistently numbered fewer than 100 horses a time. It's a testament not only to his horsemanship, but to his ability and to his identity. Develop and bring out the very best in exceptional racehorses. His influence has also extended beyond racetracks, where Group 1 horses have become champion stallions. From 1986 to 2026, 4.5 decades of excellence, 32 Grade 1 winners, 6 Cape Guineas victories, and a legacy that continues to grow. It is with great pleasure that we recognize him with a Special Achievement Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Vaughan Marshall.
Glamour Boy is trying to stay with him along the inside. Caracola and Sugar Daddy's running on late, but Captain Al is out in front. Glamour Boy is fighting back courageously. Captain Al and Glamour Boy, but Captain Al is going to win the Guineas and draws off the winner from Glamour Boy, Sugar Daddy, Caracola.
On his run in the King's Plate, I think he was a little bit better than this field, but he still had to win it, and Richard rode a superb race. And good luck to the Werner's family, to Gina and Greg, and to Mukund in India at the moment, but a great win on it from him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's quite a surprise. I'm a bit shattered. But, there are people that we've got to thank and that have enabled me to achieve these things. And my owners, past and present, they've been a fantastic people. And I'd just like to mention Ken and Jane Truter, Cheryl and Rana Gabler, Lawrence Wermaners and family, Rakesh Segulam, and Hollywood Racing has been instrumental in giving me the chance to prove my success. Thank you very, very much.
Long may it continue. Thank you to Vaughan Marshall. Thank you to Stephen Marshall. Special moment for Stephen, I'm sure, as we now welcome Taryn Mason from the South African Jockey Academy. Come along, Taryn's our COO, and to the stage to present Apprentice of the Year. And now we come to an award that celebrates not only achievement, but the emergence of a young rider who has shown us just how quickly a career can change and whose talent meets determination, confidence and opportunity. Our champion apprentice this year is a wonderful example of that. Blaine Marks Jacobs' 25-26 season was a story of perseverance and extraordinary surge of confidence. I say that because at the beginning of February, he had managed just 3 winners from 97 rides of the season. But then something changed, and winners started coming, and they kept coming. And in March at Turfentine, Blaine produced one of the outstanding performances of the apprentice season when he won the final 4 races on the card. Not many apprentices have done that. 4 consecutive victories that announced in no uncertain terms that this young rider has arrived. I think Pierce Stradham rode as an apprentice 4 winners, and so did Mace Roberts, but I don't know how many others did as apprentices. And from that point, he never looked back. He finished the season with 43 winners at a strike rate of 11.85%, comfortably securing the South African Apprentice Championship. A young man who kept working where the results weren't coming. A young man who seized his opportunity when it arrived, and a young rider whose confidence, composure, and natural ability suggest that this may be just the beginning. Ladies and gents, the 2026 EQUUS Champion Apprentice, Blaine Marks Jacobson.
Then came Chieftain Shield, in behind that ensuing and Sutherland, but Paul Revere with 200 to go has stolen a 2.5 length advantage over the field, and Paul Revere's clear of Fostanova here. Paul Revere will beat Fostanova comfortably. Paul Revere by 2.5, Fostanova second.
I can't explain to you how I feel right now. There's no words. I have no words for it. I'm just very grateful for all the support I've been getting from every stable here in Joburg. I'm tremendously grateful. I wouldn't be where I am today without them. And to the academy, all the riding masters, especially Mr. Moore, for all his hard work he's done with us apprentices. We are very grateful.
Good evening, everyone. I do apologize in advance. This might be a little bit long of a speech. But it starts. Good evening, everyone. My journey to the Apprentice Championship was anything but easy. I started the season still in school, finishing my matric in Durban. And I was laying 17th on the log with just 3 winners and 6 months to go. The lead seemed impossible to close. But with all the opportunities from the trainers and owners who believed in me, the wins started coming. By April, I was second. With 7 weeks left, I had 34 winners tied for the lead. It came down to the wire. And on the 30th of July, 2026, against all odds, I won. This is one of the most proudest moments of my life. And my motto being, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. I'm writing the speech with a heart full of gratitude, still trying to find words to express what I'm feeling. I know deep down that this achievement does not only belong to me, but everybody who made it possible throughout my journey. Thank you to Hollywood Bets, for racing, and World Sports Betting for making every race meeting incredible. A special thank you to all the commentators who called my races home, as well as the stipendiary stewards, the presenters, the ground staffs, the handlers, the 24/7 medic team, and the veterinarian on course, who work so hard every race meeting to make sure everything goes smooth. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the Hollywood Foundation for granting me this incredible bursary, and not only for myself, but for many young and up-and-coming apprentices. Being a part of your bursary program is an honor and a privilege I do not take for granted. Your generous support has given me the freedom to focus fully on my riding career. I am truly grateful for your belief in me and for investing in my future. This opportunity means the world to me and my family, and I am committed to making the most of it by working hard and being the best I can be, by holding your standard of excellence high and with pride. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for changing my life for the better. I truly appreciate it. To the owners and trainers who supported me and gave me opportunities and race rides. None of this would be possible without you. You nominated your horses, set your standards, and allowed me to shine. I am so grateful to the breeders, the grooms, and work riders. Honestly, I thank you all. To the South African Jockey Academy, you guys laid the foundation, you set the standards, and you built my foundation. To Mr. Moore, sorry. You took a chance on me. You shared your knowledge, your patience, and your high standards. Every race review session, every correction, every do it again until it's right, you shaped me far more than this trophy ever could. You gave me a craft I can be proud of for the rest of my life. Mr. Moore, you are the backbone of the Johannesburg Academy. You are much more than just our riding master. You are a father to all of us away from home. A restful, steady presence in the storm, and everything you do goes far and beyond what's expected of you. You are the reason I stand here today, not just as a winner, but as a rider and as a young man. I am forever indebted to you. To my fellow competitors, riding alongside you was the greatest honor of all. You pushed me, inspired me, and reminded me why I wanted to become an apprentice jockey. I learned something from every single one of you, and I salute the dedication you brought to the 2025-2026 season. Keep up the excellent work. And last but most certainly not least, I would like to say thank you to my amazing sponsor, Chase Liebenberg Design and Photography. Chase, thank you for not only your sponsorship, but also for your invaluable guidance and mentoring. I'm truly thankful for everything you have done. I am grateful for the person you are and for the positive impact you've had on my life and my journey as an apprentice. I cannot thank you enough. Winning this apprentice championship is an honor that I will hold carefully. It's not just a trophy. It's a reminder of every single person who poured themselves into this title with humility, pride, and relentlessness, and the desire to keep learning. And now, with this trophy in my hands, I'm not looking back. I will look forward. The title is mine tonight, but I know that the next season, every single rider on that log will be coming for it. I've learned that champions aren't made by standing still. They are made by showing up again and again with dedication and perseverance. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, Blaine. Thank you, Taryn, for coming up on stage. And I'd like to call Pierre Stradham, striker, to the stage to present the next category. So we're going to go to our Champion Jockey of the Year, one of the most coveted titles in South African horse racing, the Champion Jockey. The title is not won in one race or on one big day. It is earned through a season of relentless consistency, determination, and excellence. And this year, one jockey stood above the rest. Craig Zaki, a champion apprentice back in 2014, 2015, spent years chasing the ultimate prize in the senior ranks. This season, he finally claimed it. And he didn't just win the championship, he dominated it. 286 winners from 1,683 rides with a remarkable 17% strike rate. And incredibly, he finished 61 winners clear of the jockey in second place. This, an extraordinary margin, tells the story of a season in which Craig Zaki was simply relentless. Race after race, meeting after meeting, delivering winners with confidence, composure, and judgment that have become the trademarks of one of South Africa's finest riders. There were setbacks. It wasn't easy. Setbacks along the way. There were injuries, and there have been difficult days. But Craig kept coming back. He kept working, and he kept believing. Now, more than a decade after becoming champion apprentice, he has completed the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, after a truly outstanding season, your 2026 EQUUS champion jockey, Craig Zaki.
Questioning Sail the Seas, the real prince. The real prince fights right back, very close.
Of the Tab Empress Club Stakes, and that's it, race over. It's all double Grand Slam. Will win another Grade 1 in a different province for Justin Snaith and the Connections. Won it by 5. Minogue was second.
I was pulling up and I said, surely I shouldn't get a routing fee for that. I've been absolutely spoiled now. And I just felt what Andrew's been talking about. This is a freak. She is special. I have to say this is for Andrew Fortune. He gave me a call I needed to hear last night. I can't say what he said. Unfortunately, it's not PG. But Uncle Andy, you're a champion in my eyes, and thank you so much once again to my sponsors, Moritz van Tine Wochebuschrift. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, and I think that's most humbling, receiving this special trophy from probably the greatest jockey in my eyes in South Africa, Pierre Stratum. I stand here tonight feeling incredibly humbled, appreciative, and blessed. This was never a one-man job, and everyone in this industry played a major role into my success today. To all the trainers and owners, thank you. Your support, your loyalty, your passion for horses, and the trust you have placed in me has given me the opportunity to stand here today proud and thankful, and to realize that a dream has come true. A special thanks to Dean Kennemer, Dean Smith, Lucky Udalakis, and Sean Terry. Not just last season and winning this award, but over the last few years, your loyalty, belief, and staunch support has been absolutely amazing, and you all taught me something from a different perspective that's gone a long way and given me a different image from a riding point of view. To all the grooms, thank you. Your hard work and love for horses are what helped put all this together. Your commitment speaks volumes, and none of this could happen without you. To the racing operators for Racing and Race Coast, thank you. It takes a lot of sacrifice, money, and heart to keep this industry alive. And on top of that, you continue to improve on it each and every day. We are very lucky to have people who care enough to keep pushing this sport forward. I was lucky enough to be given this opportunity at a young age especially being quite big as a kid. I was even luckier to have the mentors I did along the way. And many of those mentors are still a big part in all of it today. I want to thank the South African Jockey Academy for the opportunity I was given. And a special thank you to Mr. Warderson, who really played a big role and shaped me during my apprenticeship in Johannesburg, and who still does, till this very day, keep chips and keeps reminding me and keeps my head straight and humbled till now. To my friends and colleagues who have become my family away from home, thank you for all the love and support. It's been competitive, but it's been healthy. And at the end of the day, we all get to do what we love most. And I think that in itself is the biggest win of it all. To my wife, just as yesterday, I think we signed the papers. To my wife, Sasha, to my beautiful daughter, Sierra, and my king of a son, Carter, your love and support have played the biggest role in it all. It's been a huge sacrifice over the last 2 years, but you all stuck behind me. You all believed in me, and you all loved me unconditionally. I'm incredibly blessed to have you in my lives. I thank you and I love you all. To my family, my brothers and sister, and especially my brother buddy over there, who was adamant from August already. I had it sewn up and didn't want to know anything else. I thank you all and I love you all. To my dad, thank you for being, first of all, not just an amazing father, but an amazing agent. We shared this dream together, and now it's a dream we get to share with Jiro, and I think that's special in itself. To my sponsors, Maritz Fontini and Vogelsdrift, thank you. It's been an incredible journey with you, and it has been an honor to represent and share this with you. To Kai Stables and Jahan Mahob, thank you for your support and being a part of this journey. And finally, to the horse. The horse is what makes all of this possible. The horse is what brings us all together. Your heart, your power, your courage, and your will are by far the greatest inspiration to us all. Thank you for giving me a life like this. To everyone here tonight, and to everyone involved in this incredible industry, well done, thank you, and I'm incredibly grateful to be standing here as a South African champion jockey. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, Craig. Well done, Simon. Good work. Thank you to Pierre Stradham, who was on the stage with us. Now I'd like to re-invite Patrick Duff to the stage to present the remaining awards. And we go from champion jockey to the trainer of the year, our champion trainer. And now the man who once again stands at the summit of South African training. The champion trainer, it takes extraordinary talent to train winners, but to consistently produce winners at the highest levels, season after season, requires something more: vision, experience, exceptional team, and an ability to keep finding a way to win. For the fourth executive season, that man is Justin Snaith, who now concludes his 7th training championship. And the numbers tell an impressive story. 979 runners, 140 winners, and 40, this much away from 40 million rand in prize money. But Justin Snaith's season cannot be measured by statistics alone. It is measured by the quality of the race his horses won, by the consistency of his stable, and by his ability to have his horses ready when the biggest prizes were on offer. And then came the ultimate test, the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Justin Snaith produced the first 2 horses home. Note to Self, the winner, and stable companion Wishlist in second in a grand finale of note. It was his 6th victory in that great race, and that's an extraordinary record. And tonight we celebrate his 7th championship, another season at the top, another year in which the Snaith stable set the benchmark for excellence. 7 championships, a 6th Hollywood Bets Durban July, 140 winners and nearly 40 million in prize money. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 EQUUS champion trainer, Justin Snaith.
Note to Self with the black cap. King Pearls between them. Viva's Liberté on the inside. Wishlist just the leader. Note to Self's coming home strongly on the outside. It's going to go to Note to Self.
He is that horse. When he walks around here, he's just a leopard. He's the most unassuming, stunning individual, and I knew if he came right, he was the horse to beat in this field.
Well done to Justin Snaith, ladies and gents. Thanks, Justin. Congratulations. Say a few words. Thank you.
Trust me, I support the Stormers. I won't drop anything. Also played fullback for years. It was the year 2000, the start of a new millennium, where 2 boys from Muizenberg, I can assure you, a place where very few people would think that the next trainers would come from. Sons of Chris Snaith. He told us in the year 2000 that he had decided that he will be departing the family business and will be taking a financial decision in joining a German training establishment down the West Coast, and he left Jonathan and I high and dry. So it came to Jonathan and I that we had to man up and take the helm of Snaith Racing. Very fortunately at the time, we only had 11 horses, but I knew my brother was the right man for the job from a marketing perspective, because he said to us, when owners come, open all the top doors so people think that we have horses and we're popular. So when owners would arrive at Snaith Racing, we would open all the top doors and it looked like we were open for business and business was good, where the reality was there were only 11 horses. Fortunately for us, we had some of the most incredible owners. Many of you remember Laurie Jaffe, Des Scott, and I must definitely remember Shirley Pfeiffer, families like that were behind us, and very fortunately we did very well. So it was a long road, but one that my brother and I were so excited to start. The interesting thing is, as much as my father threw us into the dark, he knew that we were the right individuals, and he had so much faith in us that we would be able to swim. And even to this day, my father would give his shirt off his back for Jonathan and I. And I think it's just something that's just absolutely, we are as people, as the type of people we are, that we are absolutely in awe with the way we've been brought up. And Dad, on behalf of, unfortunately, Jonathan can't be here, that you've set a precedent for him and I, and we are very proud to say that we are your sons. Also, in some amazing way, you managed to sedate, I'm trying to find the right word, our mother, who was a beautiful show jumper. You were very good, and that must have been the signs that you were onto the right path. I thought there was one person that I should mention tonight, being that South African breeders, in my opinion, breed some of the most amazing horses. It wasn't long ago that Gail Waterhouse was at Drakenstein Stud Farm looking at horses, and I was so proud to be South African. The person that I would like to mention is John Costa. He's given his life to this industry. It is quite soon. Claverflay has taken new ownership, and we wish them the absolute best in their journey. And I do think that John Costa is just one of those people that deserves a mention. He's given so much to this industry. To my team that have put endless efforts into this, trust me, this is not something that comes easily. It is not day and night. Day and night. There is never, when you have people like Sean Terry and Mike de Kock chasing you down, and over 15 years, trust me, there's no easy getting away from these guys. They are the best at what they do. If there was like the Roger Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, we those three. And I couldn't be more proud. Thank you. They deserve it. I couldn't be more proud to call them my opposition, because they're actually my friends in racing and outside of racing. You guys have set a bar that is so high, and I've done everything, including my brother. Racing was in a dire strait. People don't realize how bad racing was, and the racing operators and the people that got involved, whether it be Hollywood, Mary, Greg Bortz, everything that came together for my brother and I was just, we had a future. And I thank you guys for what you've done for this industry. To my owners that relentlessly go out there every year and buy these beautiful bred horses here in South Africa, I thank you. To my staff, my grooms, my work riders, when the jockeys are flying around the country or having tequilas at a nightclub, my work riders are there making sure that your horses are in a great condition. I would like to close in saying that I'm here. The most important reason why I'm here is because I absolutely love horses. It's something that's brought my clients together. The majority of my clients all ride horses. And I just cannot get enough of this industry in the manner from a horse perspective. And I thank you for all giving me this opportunity to be here and to be in a position where I can say and feel how my brother and I feel about the most beautiful animal that I think is out there, and that's the racehorse. So to the racehorse, I thank you on everything that you give us. Thank you.
Justin, just before Justin goes, there's also a floating trophy, Justin, that we'd like to present to you too, that has to come with as well, okay, which we will certainly deliver at the end of the evening. So thank you, Justin. Great words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate an ownership operation that has become a formidable force in South African horse racing. The owner of the year, Owen Heffer, and his team have been incredible. Success in ownership is not simply about having good horses. It's about the vision to invest, the patience to develop, and the commitment to give horses and the people around them every opportunity to succeed. And over the 25-26 season, one name stood above the rest: Hollywood Racing. The numbers are extraordinary. 1,231 runners, 179 winners, and just over 22 million in stakes. But those numbers represent far more than stats. They represent an enormous commitment to South African racing. And I say that because hundreds of opportunities for horses trainers, jockeys, grooms, and everyone behind the scenes. And they represent a relentless pursuit of success, week after week, meeting after meeting across the country. Hollywood racing has become synonymous with ambition, investment, and winning. And this season, that commitment was rewarded with another remarkable haul of victories. 179 winners. Anthony Delpeche, I must tell you, a season of consistency on a remarkable scale. Ladies and gents, for an outstanding 25-26 season, your 2026 EQUUS Owner of the Year, Hollywood Racing.
Further back in the running to Wild Wild Green, then came Disting with 150 left to run, direct at the leader. Asia Pambile making gains towards the inside. Asia Pambile breezed into the lead. Asia Pambile not going to be stopped from there.
Very well done to Lucinda. It's obviously first time she's known the filly, and Sean rode a fantastic race. As I said, just be patient. You've got the best horse in the race, you've got the biggest weight, but she is definitely the best horse. Yeah, fantastic day, and well done to the whole team, having the team here today, and fantastic day. Very well done to Matthew and Mike, and all part of my olden days back again, and back into winning the big one with him, and very well done to Hollywood Racing. Well done team, and it's fantastic to have the whole team here today, and at least we've been able to win a big one and lead it in. And thank you very much to Owen, Leslie and Devon, my right-hand man, and the whole family. And look at the big family we got here. And since I've got into this group 8 years ago, they treat me like one of their family, and thank you so much.
Right, our team are coming up on stage, are they? Anthony, Devon, come along. Basil, are you joining? Terma, come along and join on stage. The Hollywood Racing team here tonight, ladies and gents. Well done, guys. A great season.
Good evening, everyone. I think I got a tough task after Justin Slade standing up here and Craig Zaki. But firstly, I'd like to thank Full Racing and the EQUUS Award for this fantastic evening and putting on such a great show. Thank you very much. And to my team, firstly, it's been a long road for me. I think 6 years, been working for Hollywood Racing. It was a Hollywood Syndicate first, and then became Hollywood Racing because it was a bit confusing. Everybody wanted to be part of the syndicate. Yeah, so it's been 6 years. It's been fantastic 6 years of me not riding, and it's been a great family, and it's taught me a lot. And not just about racing, about a human being, and being part of not just one person, a team. And firstly, I'd like to thank the whole Hollywood team, because it's not just me that made this achievement happen. It's a lot of people behind the background. And the people that works behind racing, Dermot has now just joined the racing team, and he's part of one of the big shots now. He calls the shots a little bit. And Doc, extremely enjoying working with you. You're a fantastic person, and I'm learning a lot from you, and I'm sure you're learning a lot from me. And to Guy, who's been with me since I started, and he was my agent before I started with Hollywood Bets. He's a great asset to us. And to Devon, who everybody knows, loves racing, has got the passion for this game like can't believe, and was probably going to take over my job after me. And secondly, to the Ashburton team. Ashburton is one of Owen's favorite grounds, and for us, it's been a place that's made a big change, and I think it's a big result in what we've achieved this season. Our horses with Nicole and Nyati, which is the head groom that runs Life After Racing. This is where our horses, we find homes for them, and also the horses during after racing have had a bit of a hard season, have a bit of a break, and the injured horses with injured, they go there for a break. And to our pre-training team, firstly our team that breaks in the horses, Haley, John, and sorry, I don't want to leave someone out that is important. And to our pre-training, Megan, who does all our pre-training at Ashburton, and to Vengi, who's our trainer at Ashburton. And thank you very much to Mark de Kock and Diane de Kock that passed Vengi on to us and said that I think you've got someone very good on your hands, and allowed us to have Vengi. And Vengi's been a really fantastic trainer. His first season, he's done fantastically as he's had 19 winners, and I think he finished top of the trainers on percentage. So a very big well done for Vengi. And then we go to the family, our family that comes to support us at the racing. Thank you to Leslie, Patsy, and my wife Candace, and my daughter Brooklyn, that's always turns up at the races to support us. It really means a lot, as my journey has been racing all my life, and my family does know nothing else but racing, and they've been really behind me and supported me through this journey, and I really appreciate it. And secondly, without the trainers, we couldn't have achieved all these winners. Thank you very much, all you guys. We've got so many trainers. We appreciate every one of you. Every year, obviously, we want to get better, we want to improve, and we want to change. And it's part of my job to try and get better. And I think we're learning, and I'm learning every time with this job. And I think I've got a fantastic team, and we're growing, and we're looking forward to this new season, and with the young 3-year-olds coming through. And thank you to all the trainers. You guys really make my job very tough at times, but enjoy working with all of you. To the apprentices, thank you for the winners they've given us this season. To the jockeys and the grooms and the farriers and the vet that does all the hard work. And especially to our 2 retained jockeys, Sean Veal and Gavin Lorena. It's going to be his first season, obviously being our full retained jockey. We're looking forward to a big season. And at the end of the day, it's Owen. I think without you, I think this will never be possible. Thank you for giving us this opportunity of always allowing us to buy more horses and growing. And what you do for racing is incredible. Thank you very much, everyone.
Well done, Anthony. He also celebrates his 30th wedding anniversary, Anthony Delpech, tonight. So well done. I don't know where Candace is. Where's Candace? Where's Candace? You better say something. Well done, Anthony, on your... You never forgot, did you? I hope you never forgot.
No, Clyde, I never forgot, but I thought
Well
this is racing, and I think I'm going to be in the dog box with Basil in the front here. He's a designer. Did you see that?
I see.
Yeah, it's my 30th wedding anniversary, and yeah, my wife is at home, and it just shows you that she understands racing so much, and she knows my passion is for the sport, and obviously my daughter starts writing exams tomorrow, and she couldn't be here, but I hope she's at home and enjoying this. I love you, my darling.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Horse of the Year, the award that every horse dreams of winning. And this is where all of tonight's champions come together. Every horse that has been crowned an EQUUS champion this evening automatically qualifies for consideration for this final most coveted honor. So this is not simply a choice between a handful of nominees. It's a choice from among the very best horses we have celebrated tonight. Each one has earned the right to be here. Each one has produced performances worthy of an EQUUS award. Each one has made its mark on the 25-26 season. But there can only be one Horse of the Year. The judging panel considered the achievements of all of tonight's champions, the quality of their victories, the level of competition they faced, and the impact they made throughout the year. And on this occasion, I can tell you there was no debate, no split decision, no narrow majority. The judging panel was unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, the horse they believed that stood above all the champions tonight, the horse they have chosen as the 2026 EQUUS Horse of the Year is...
He's making late gains. It's See It Again, nabbing the lead over Legal Counsel.
Yeah, but it's amazing how his name is See It Again. Do you know what I mean? I keep coming back and coming back.
Thanks, Nick, for everything you do for us. I never get emotional. Andrew's that person that's just proven that you can come back from anything.
Inside the final 100 metres and See It Again for a 4th Grade 1 win. See It Again wins for Justin Snaith and Craig Zaki. Nick Johnson's 1-2.
Andrew helps a lot of us jockeys, but I think there's only 2% that actually listen. I said it earlier in the week, he's the best moving horse I've ever in my career.
Well done to Drakenstein Stud for breeding. See It Again. He's done so well and we're very happy.
Well done, ladies and gents. Come along, Nick Johnson, to the stage. Come and join us. Congrats, of course, to Drakenstein Stud, to Justin Snaith and the team. The son of Twice Over out of the Visionaire mare has proved to be too good for them. He's certainly a top class horse. Horse of the Year, ladies and gents. See It Again. say something. Thanks, Nick.
After all the jockeys have been here, the microphones need a bit of adjusting. I must say, I do feel a bit of a fraud saying a few words because the horse is the important actor here and not the fellow who bought the horse and pays for its keep. All I do is get the untold pleasure of owning See It Again. I'm often reminded by a close friend that one should never confuse luck for genius. And I think I've been one of the luckiest owners that I can think of. This horse, nobody wanted. I might be mistaken, Kevin, but I think your reserve was 120,000 and I was the only bidder. And just shows that in racing, anything's possible. It's a great honor to own horses as good as this and to have them trained by the amazing Snaith team, which, as Justin very eloquently told us earlier, it is a team. Sadly, Jonathan is not here tonight, but Justin, Chris, Jenna, it's an amazing team that you have, and you produce amazing results. So thank you so much. Beautifully bred at Drakenstein, beautifully ridden by Andrew Fortune, and we're all quite fortunate that he's not here tonight because it might have been a very much longer evening. And also beautifully ridden by our champion jockey, Craig Zaki, to win the wonderful Group 1 in Johannesburg. Thank you so much to Mary. She was here earlier, but please would you pass on my thanks to her for hosting this evening, and to the 4 racing team, and of course to Hollywood, who do an enormous amount for all of us. Without 4 racing and for Race Coast, I doubt we'd be celebrating the way we are this evening. So, it would be remiss of me not to also mention Michael Roberts, who cared so beautifully for See It Again for 3 seasons. And I'm sure if he's watching, he'll be thrilled by See It Again winning this award. So thank you, Michael. As I said, I have the enormous honor of owning this horse and getting the pleasure of watching him run, but do none of the work. So thank you, everyone, for this wonderful award.
Thank you so much to Nick Johnson. And before we close our evening, there is one final award. Because behind every horse that steps onto a racetrack is a person who knows that horse better than anyone else. The early mornings, the late nights, the care, attention, and quiet dedication that often goes unseen. And importantly, this particular award is linked to our Horse of the Year. The Groom of the Year is the groom responsible for the horse that has just been named our Horse of the Year, See It Again. Ladies and gentlemen, the EQUUS Award for Groom of the Year goes to Soke Mwelaze.
When I'm working with Justin Snaith, like the family, the Snaith, yeah, they're good. And right now, I'm the head man here.
Okay.
So I'm looking the guys is working nice. And also the guys is very happy with me. When I'm talking champions, I was do it again before.
Right.
And also Captain Ramsey. And now I have a seat again. So I'm very happy to groom champions.
Soke couldn't be here tonight. Thank you so much for coming up and collecting the award. Much appreciated on behalf of the Groom of the Year, and a special moment in his life. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Well done. Thank you, Patrick, for your time this evening too. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to the end the 2026 EQUUS Awards. Tonight we have celebrated champions, but more importantly, we have celebrated the people who made South African racing what it is. The breeders, owners, trainers, jockeys, apprentices, grooms, all of you, the racing professionals, media, and above all, the horses. To every winner, every nominee, and every person who contributed to this remarkable season, congratulations to you. To the connections of our champions, enjoy the moment. And to everyone involved in South African racing, thank you for your passion, your commitment, and your belief in this extraordinary sport. Because racing is much about more than what happens when the gates open. It's about the dreams that begin long before that moment, and the people who make those dreams possible, and the unforgettable moments that stay with us long after the horses have crossed the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we close here this evening by thanking the EQUUS committee and all those unsung staff behind the scenes that made tonight possible. You know who you are. Yes, we know who you are too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your 2026 EQUUS Awards winners, congratulations to all of you. One sport, one vision, greatness across generations.